Hello everybody, I want to talk about the Rooms tab, and this is a short tutorial. I'm going to give myself 5 minutes. I want to show you how you can set up the Rooms tab. Now, this is an area where I think most people, if they have a problem with syncing, it's usually due to the Rooms tab. So let's take a look at this in detail. Now, there's 3 different types of links you can give for your room. You can give a URL, a code, or a nickname. The URL is the easiest one of all. The URL is just you leave it blank, and you can create a couple of rooms here. Say 1, 2, 3, click save, and the extension will automatically generate brand new URLs for you. Now, these are static. These are static URLs. I refer to them as the purples. Now, that may be what you want. You may want this room to never change, and you can email it to your students and say, we're always going to be here. We're going to be here for the rest of the semester or until further notice. All right. Okay, so let's move on to the code. The code is basically this last part here, the 343. That's also static. It's kind of a shorthand. You can just enter the code, the last 10 digits, 343. I want to show you how you could use this very easily in the extension. Now, if you click and you can move things around, you would say, oh, it's a little hard for me to, just kind of grab a hold of things. So I'll show you how you could do that pretty easily. You just click 1, 2, 3, and that will highlight everything in the field, and you can delete it if you want to. Another way is if you want to get rid of everything to the left, just put your cursor where you want it, and then it's Shift, Command, or Control, and then backspace, and that will get rid of everything to the left, and then we'll click save. So these are pretty close in color, blue and purple, and I did that intentionally because they're both static. They're both static, and this is a shorthand for the overall URL. Now, there are also different URLs where you can just put any URL in you want. Like, for example, you want to talk about a Wikipedia page, or maybe there's a free coding bootcamp page you want to show. Just any kind of web page you can actually put in here as well. All right, now let's talk about nicknames. Nicknames are, on the face of it, very easy. You just put in anything you want. You could say, Robbie here. All right, and maybe I'll say Robbie 1, Robbie 2, and then Robbie 3. Now, that's fine. That'll work, and I'll click save. But you really should actually put some thought into what actually the nickname is, because nicknames are unique within an organization. Now, this is my organization right here. It's NTNU Robert, and I just purchased this for myself for these testing purposes. If somebody else has a Robbie and they're not in my organization, that we're going to go to 2 different meet URLs. We're not going to go to the same place. But within a school, you got to be a little bit careful. And I think some schools have a naming convention, the first initial and then the last name. So if it was me, I would just say R. Hudak, and then I would have maybe an underscore, and then in this case it's Web Magic. All right, maybe the next one would be R. Hudak underscore Web Magic 1, and I could just triple click, highlight it, triple click, paste, and then I'll just go and do a 2 and a 3. All right, and then I can click save. But there's one other nuance I want to talk to you about, and that's Google Classroom. All right, so I'm down to 1 minute now. All right, so let's go talk about Google Classroom. So Google Classroom is where most people would go to copy their Meet link and paste that in there as part of their main page. Now watch this when I paste it. I'm actually pasting the whole thing in. This is in version 16.5. All right, there you go. I strip out just that last 10 characters here. All right, because in this system-generated Meet link, they give you a 10-character randomly generated nickname, but that actually is a nickname. So I want to make this a lot cleaner. So nicknames are just nicknames themselves. There's no HTTPS. There's no prefix like g.co/me. None of that stuff. All right. Codes, we talked about that, 343. The URL, that's where you need the HTTPS. Okay. So that's about it. How am I doing on time? Perfect. All right, great. Thanks a lot. I hope you guys find this helpful. This is for version 16.5. I'm going to send it up Monday. So it's right now it's the 12th of September. So you should get it 14th of September. Thanks.